Hello everyone, and welcome back to my channel. Today's video is about a story that has reignited old emotions and set social media on fire, the unexpected reunion between Yaman and Demet Özdemir. It's a story full of nostalgia, mystery, and maybe even a spark of romance. All the details are right here, so make sure you stay until the end. And as always, don't forget to support the channel by pressing the like button, subscribing, and clicking the join button down below. Now, let's dive into the details that everyone's talking about. Yaman and Demet Özdemir, a duo that once captured the hearts of millions with their undeniable chemistry in the hit series turkishseries, Early Bird, have once again become the center of attention. Their on-screen connection was so real, so effortless, that fans across the world were convinced their romance extended beyond fiction. For years, their names have been linked together, surrounded by rumors, speculation, and the lingering question, was there ever something more? While both stars moved on to different projects and, seemingly, different lives, fate seems to have had other plans. For months, the entertainment press had been quiet about them, until a few weeks ago. It all started when sharp-eyed fans noticed a series of coincidences on social media. Both Can and Demet had posted photos from the same city, Rome. The backgrounds looked suspiciously similar: cobblestone streets, a quiet cafe terrace, and a very distinctive fountain. At first, people assumed it was just chance. After all, both actors travel frequently for work. But the similarities didn't stop there. Within hours, fans began to connect the dots: same lighting, same time of day, and, most intriguingly, reflections in glass windows that seemed to hint they were not alone. Soon, Italian and Turkish tabloids exploded with headlines. Can and Demet, reunion in Rome? Love rekindled after years apart? The internet was flooded with theories. Was this a secret meeting? A friendly catch-up? Or something much deeper? To understand the full story, we need to rewind a bit. After turkishseries ended, Yaman's career skyrocketed internationally. He moved to Italy, signed major contracts, and began working on international projects, including the much-talked-about series Viola come il mare. Meanwhile, Demet Özdemir continued to shine in Turkey, starring in hit dramas and building a reputation as one of the most versatile actresses in the industry. The two seem to have gone their separate ways, until now. According to close sources in Rome, Demet was invited to Italy for a collaboration with a luxury brand, coincidentally, the same brand that Can has been representing for over a year. Their reunion reportedly happened during a private event organized by the company, an elegant evening gathering attended by actors, producers, and journalists. Although no official photos surfaced from inside the event, several guests hinted that the two shared warm, friendly moments together, far from the tension many had imagined after years of rumors. An anonymous attendee later told a magazine. They greeted each other with genuine affection. There was laughter, long conversation, and no awkwardness at all. You could tell they had history, not just as colleagues, but as people who once cared deeply for each other. That description alone was enough to reignite the flames of speculation. Days later, more hints began to appear. Paparazzi captured blurry photos of Can and Demet leaving a restaurant late at night. Although neither of them confirmed or denied the encounter, the images went viral. Fans couldn't stop analyzing every detail: the way they smiled, how closely they walked, even the subtle hand gestures that seemed to reveal comfort and familiarity. It didn't take long before hashtags like #CanDemetReunion and #LoveInRome began trending worldwide. But what makes this story even more interesting is not just the possible reunion, it's the timing. Both Can and Demet have recently spoken about love, trust, and second chances in separate interviews. Can, during an Italian talk show, said something that caught everyone's attention. Sometimes, people drift apart not because they stop caring, but because they need to grow individually. If destiny allows, paths can cross again, when both hearts are ready. Fans immediately interpreted this as a veiled reference to Demet. A few days later, Demet was asked about the statement during a press conference in Istanbul. Her response? I think some bonds never really disappear. They just wait for the right time to return. And with that, the internet erupted again. Insiders claim that their meeting in Rome was not purely coincidental. Rumor has it that they had been in contact for months, exchanging messages and rebuilding their friendship. The two, aware of the public fascination surrounding them, chose to keep things private this time. A close friend reportedly said, they wanted to see each other away from cameras. It wasn't about publicity. It was about closure, or maybe a new beginning. Of course, not everyone believes it's just friendship. Several entertainment journalists argue that the body language seen in the leaked photos says more than words ever could. One wrote, "You can't fake that kind of comfort after years of silence. There's affection there, whether romantic or not, it's real." Meanwhile, fans around the world are divided. Some are ecstatic, flooding social media with nostalgic edits and clips from Erkenci Kuss, reminiscing about the unforgettable chemistry between Can and Demet. Others, however, urge caution, reminding everyone that celebrities deserve privacy. Yet, as history shows, the line between fiction and reality is often blurred, especially when it comes to these two. Adding another layer to the mystery, Italian paparazzi spotted Yaman entering a well-known boutique hotel 2 nights after the supposed dinner, the same hotel where Demet was staying during her trip. When asked by reporters, Can simply smiled and replied, "No comment." Demet, on the other hand, posted a cryptic story on Instagram later that evening. Some meetings are written in the stars. The timing was impossible to ignore. Industry insiders are now wondering whether this reunion could also lead to a professional comeback. Several production companies have reportedly approached both actors about starring together in a new project, possibly a romantic film or a streaming series. Given the global success of their previous collaboration, such a reunion would be a dream come true for millions of fans. However, neither Can nor Demet have made any official announcements. Their silence only fuels the intrigue. One thing is certain, whether or not they are romantically involved again, their connection continues to captivate the public imagination. They represent something rare in modern entertainment, a partnership that feels authentic, built on mutual respect and shared history. Perhaps that's why, even years later, people still root for them, not just as actors, but as two souls who once shared something real. In a recent interview, a journalist asked Demet if she believed in destiny. She paused for a moment before answering, "Yes. I believe that people who are meant to meet again, always do, no matter how far apart they go." Her words left many wondering, was she hinting at something more? As of now, both stars remain tight-lipped. Can continues filming his new project in Italy, while Demet has returned to Turkey to begin her next series. Yet fans can't shake the feeling that their story isn't over. There's a quiet hope, almost unspoken, that maybe, just maybe, the universe will bring them together once again, whether on screen or in life. So, what do you think, dear viewers? Is this reunion between Yaman and Demet Özdemir just friendship, or the beginning of something beautiful reborn? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and click the join button to support us in bringing you more exclusive stories from the world of Turkish celebrities. Thank you so much for watching, and see you in the next video. Take care, and goodbye.